Yo, what's going on, guys? Shit, wait, I forgot to close the door. Alright, I'm trying out something new tonight. If anyone's in the YouTube chat, let me know if it sounds fine. I'm not wearing headphones, I'm gonna try to listen through speakers. Give me some feedback, guys, if anybody's in there before we get started. Let me launch on the YouTube side as well so we can experiment on both sides. It's gonna be a lot more fun if I can actually listen to your stuff on the speaker rather than phone. Anybody on either side? The queue is already busy, but yo, what's up, Kylan? Medbula, what's up, guys? Can you hear me okay? Kylan, can you give me some feedback if you're in there? Also on the TikTok side, I need a little bit of feedback. If you guys hear me fine and the music sounds fine on both sides, let me know so that way we can actually listen on speakers. I can listen on speakers instead of headphones. Okay, YouTube sounds good. TikTok, can you give me some quick feedback and then we get started. Who's on TikTok? DJ Quattro. Yo, MXBeatz. What's up, man? Okay, good. MXBeatz, is everything sounding okay on TikTok? Is the music fine and you hearing me okay? Because, man, if we solve this problem, I'm so happy tonight. It's been a while since I could listen and stream on speaker, which is great. I don't have to hear myself back. RozoBeatz. What's up, man? Sounding good. Awesome. Both sides sounding great. We're ready to go. The queue is already... There you go. We have, I think, 9 track now. Adding Emma to the list. There we go. We need a couple more tracks and we're gonna wait 5-10 minutes max for some more people to join in on both sides and then we get started. Meanwhile though, let me know how was your weekend. You having fun? Is it hot where you are? Because it's goddamn boiling here. Yo, Boo Productions and RozoBeatz. How you doing, guys? Top Goodizer in the house.
Top Goodizer.
Welcome, man. RozoBeatz, that's the 10th track. Alright, keep them coming, guys. Keep the tracks coming. And we're gonna start in less than 5 minutes or so. Anybody have anything crazy to tell me that they've done on the weekend or some crazy news? It's warm in Chicago. 70s Fahrenheit. What would that be in Celsius? It's hot over there too. You cutting the grass this weekend? Holy shit, man. Yeah, working is not nice. I was actually having a 2-person barbecue a few hours before the live in my... It's not even a yard, it's like an area in front of my place where I can have a barbecue, but yeah. Emma, what's up? Wait. I can't see your photo. Am I talking to Emma or is that your artist name? Something's going on. Introduce yourself. It's the first time I see you in the stream, so let us know what you do, where you're from. 23? Yeah, 23 is still hot. You sold your 10th beat today, MXBeatz? That's awesome, man. The one you sent me last stream? Congrats, bro. Super happy for you. The client wanted it to be weird. Yeah, that does happen. Amarildo's sick. No songs for tonight. Just hang out with us, man. I hope you get better soon. Is it just like flu or cold? Same shit. TikTok. Who else is on there apart from MXBeatz? Oh, it feels so good not to have headphones on. It's the first stream that I'm doing without headphones. Absolutely loving it. Female rapper from St. Louis. Great to have you here. Welcome to the community and can't wait to hear what you do. Literally after this song, after this beat that's playing in the background, I'm gonna start the reviews. So keep submitting. We have 10 already and more people are joining in on both sides. We're gonna get started soon. You're just watching tonight too, Kylan? No problem, man. It's a Saturday night. We're gonna spend a couple of hours together, listen to your music. If there is any feedback that I feel like would benefit your tracks, I'm gonna share it with you and we're gonna have a chat. Then we can go back to our usual weekend plan. It's just a flu, but it deactivates your ears. Yeah, man, it deactivates the nose and the ears and everything. Okay. TikTok people, I don't see anybody else talking apart from MXBeatz. You guys are probably just waiting for it to start, or you decided to be quiet tonight. YouTube as always going. By the way, I have something to share with you just before we start. I'm actually planning on changing the structure of the live from next ones. I'm gonna do 1 hour at the start, like beat breakdown or sharing some sort of a mixing technique, literally on FL Studio or the project that I'm working on. So we can have 1 hour that way of me sharing some production stuff, or simply we can just finish a track together that I was unable to finish. So if I couldn't finish, you guys can help me finish, that sort of thing. And then after that 1 hour, we can move on to the usual plan that we do, music reviews. Let me know in the chat if that sounds good, if that's something you want to see. Chivo Beats, welcome, bro. Okay, we're ready to start. I'm gonna add Trill Kenny's to the name, to the queue as well. Perfect. Amarildo and Kylan, you guys like that? Yeah, I think it's good to kind of change it up a little bit and try out different ideas, at least for like half the live, and then we go back to listening to your stuff. Maybe that way you can actually see a bit more of what I do and my process, because usually it's just me giving ideas on your stuff. Just Eddie, let's go. I'm not sure if he's in here or not, but he was first in the queue. This is a track he sent to Afrojack, and I think Afrojack gave him some feedback as well. You're still waiting on the trash stream? It's gonna come up, man, at the end of this month, promise. You want to see me using Soundgodizer? For sure, man. I will stack like 10 for you. Let's hear Eddie's drop. Motherfucker came in half beat. You're the trash man. I actually listened to some of your good stuff too, yeah? I've heard a couple of your tracks last stream. YouTube guys, I love the fact that recently it's a lot busy, like there's a lot more of you on YouTube than there is on TikTok. It's been always the battle, who gets more. Yo, voice app in here, good to see you, man. Eddie's not in here, so like I want to give him some feedback.
Yeah, I have to cook.
Yes, we did.
It's different. I got used to hearing your stuff on headphones. Now it's the first time I'm listening to it on speakers. It's a different vibe, completely different vibe. I think if Eddie comes to the stream, he's gonna ask about his low end, and I'm gonna say it right now. It's not bad, but he's done better low ends, and he could improve this one to be better. But we're gonna speak to him probably later on the stream. Hydra, you're in here already? In a nightclub or GTA? Yeah, this sort of track, like, this is what most of the music industry is going towards. This sort of chill EDM tracks that's getting all the placements on adverts, on even sync music in TV series. A lot of the orchestra traditional stuff is going to the Hollywood side, and the TV series are becoming more EDM. That's what I want to do. So like, I pay a lot of attention to what's happening in TV series and adverts and movies, music-wise. But yeah, a lot of use cases for this type of tracks these days. Title of the track, Moaning with Soundgodizer. Welcome, Hydra. Okay, wait. Yeah, we're on track. Medbula, your turn. I don't know how to say. Ooh, that shit came in hot. Let's do it again. Yo, this is solid, man. This is solid. It looks to be only a demo. It's like only 40 seconds. But the idea, bro, finish this, because I think you have a nice drop. Obviously, the structure is not there yet. It's just a demo. But finish this. It sounds pretty good. I have no complaints mixing wise. It came in right away and it was banging from the beginning. Pretty cool. So we started EDM tonight. The first couple of tracks were EDM. Let's see if we get some different stuff coming up. Well, by the list, not quite. The next two are going to be EDM too. You send your email with 2 tracks. I haven't got it yet. Let me check my spam. Still haven't come through, man. As soon as it comes, I'm gonna add it to the queue. Let's move on to MXBeatz. This is the one for the client. Okay, let's see. Okay, you're a bit quiet. I just said turned you up. Yo, you're right. The client wanted it weird, and you kept it weird. Definitely not what I expected. That clap, he loved it. Well, that's all that matters, right? If the client likes it. Hydra, yours just came through, but the second one for now. So what are you gonna do with this one, MXBeatz? Is it gonna get mixed by you, or is it just like getting the beat off of you and doing his own thing? It's not, like, I have to be honest, it's not the one that I love the most from you. I've heard better stuff from you. But because it's for a client and the client likes it, doesn't matter anymore. You've done your part. He's doing his own thing with it too. Perfect. He wanted it, he got it. Now, whatever needs changing or fixing, that's up to him. But super happy for you that your beats are getting noticed. You're getting some income from your music. That's great. That's the beginning of it, and that's the point we all want to get to when we start making music. Let's wait a sec. How is that possible? Like, oh no, that's fine. Gmail just went nuts. 1 second. Just move the emails around. OMY actually was before Hydra's second track, so let me just fix the OMY Productions goes in 12, Hydra goes 13th, and now we're gonna be listening to Hydra's first one. Yo, what's up, Mirk? Welcome, man. Hydra, let's go.
Come up to the clouds, it's flying. Let's travel back in time. Go away, let's take a trip. Pour some drinks and take some sips. Late night reminiscing. Find out what I've been missing. Jealous of the ones you're kissing now. No one else around. You and me.
Let's see the drop.
You take me to another place. Ooh, I miss the way that you taste. Ooh, you take me to another place. Ooh, I miss the way that you taste. Ooh.
Is it a little bit quiet for you guys? I turned it all the way up. I can't go higher than that. Elevated Vibes, welcome, bro. How are you? Hydra, first of all, it doesn't have that layer of sub, the sustained sub, so I think that's what it needs for the weight, but apart from that, your one-shot slap bass, I think you can find a better sample. The kick sounds fine, but it sounds good. The whole idea is there. You could enhance the bass line a little bit better, especially with that sustained sub.
You take me to another place. Ooh, I miss the way that you taste. Ooh, you take
Guys on TikTok, I feel like my chat is frozen. How many people are on the TikTok side? And also send something so I can see it's coming through. You can hear a double from my mic a little bit. I'm gonna turn it down. Wait, anybody else hearing doubled? Because I just turned it down at the end. But I did ask the guys for a sound check at the start because I said I'm kind of experimenting with the speakers apart from instead of headphones tonight. So if it's big issues, let me know. So far though, everybody said it sounds okay. So we move. That was Hydra's first track, and we just said about the bass line. I think the rest, the idea for the sample is fine, and the structure was good, in my opinion, but I would like to hear that sustained bass. If it's there, it's not coming through properly on the speakers, so you will need to enhance it saturation-wise or turn it up, depending on what's going on in the track. Let's move on to Sly Immortal. Yeah. Let's go. It's called Cruel and Evil World. It doesn't promise to be a happy song. Headphones left the chat, exactly. Ooh, this is a deep sub, man.
But to love is so hard. Ink fresh on the paper, pen attached to my mind. And my brain about to blow, it's like I stepped on a mine. Now the world's gone to hell and we all are convicted. We should make ourselves at home.
Oh, it's already released. I thought it's only on your YouTube.
Who will survive when your pocket's running low? It's either do or you die. Trade a brother for a dime. Will you look in his eyes and tell him you'll be eating well while he's
Proper old school rap, this one.
Alone in this world, there is evil among us. We discovered they exist in brothers and living in mothers. When we wake up in the morning, spreading toast to the butter. Even when we go to sleep on the
They're
sheets
okay.
and the covers. Most of us
They're
are
here.
living lives while keeping the V silent. Buried with the truth, no people can seek guidance. Asking God to save us from the fiends and the villains. Should a father save the kids that don't resemble his children?
It's a cruel and evil world. How do we let it get this far? When we learn to hurt each other, but to learn to love is hard. It's a
Storytelling, old school rap. We hear less and less of these every day, but it has a lot of fans and audience.
as I watch the world in flames.
We can pray with all hope, but the prayer's misguided. Calling God to the world where the devil's invited. We will never find peace, we should kiss it goodbye. Only find it in the casket from the moment we die.
I really like how
We care about reversing the
true that sob is. It just like kicks you in the chest. It's shaking under me, but it's clean. It's nice.
Women raped in the street, yeah, we'll share it for views. Darkness slowly covers the world, reduced to nothing. Children apple of the eye, but the fruit is corrupted. Follow sins of the father with a lack of a conscience. Having father-son moments in the coroner's office. Now it is what it is, hope you like it at home. Turn the world into hell, give the devil a throne. I'm not here to be a preacher, tell you right from the wrong. I'm just here to watch the flames as we're too far gone.
It's a cruel and evil world. How do we let it
You guys feeling this one? I can see the chat liking this one.
hurt each other, but to learn to love is
For those of you who are into lyrics and storytelling, I think this is the perfect type of track.
to escape the pain.
My attention is just naturally on the mix and on the production around it.
It's a cruel and evil world. How do we let it get this far? When we learn to hurt each other, but to learn to love.
To be honest, the vocal is not
It's a cruel and evil world.
that thin, Mirk. Like, I'm not saying it's not a little bit missing body, but it's not that thin compared to the thin vocals we hear on the stream.
Let it burn.
Oh, you missed your review, man. It was a pretty nice track. I remember I said you need to finish that shit because it hit right away. Obviously, there was no structure, but it was sounding pretty good. You can actually go back on YouTube and watch it when you want to. Doesn't sound that bad from my perspective of what I'm hearing. It sounds pretty okay. I'm not saying, again, it's not like the perfect mix. It could benefit from some saturation or mid-range, especially mid-range saturation, but it's not in a way that is a deal breaker. It is very quiet though, so I think it's just a mix. It says M1, it's not the master, and it will sound a bit fuller probably after the mastering. If you can go back right now and touch up the mix, that's like the mid-range saturation probably is going to bring out what Mirk is saying in the chat. But pretty cool overall track. Who's next? NFN. Let's just stick that sticker in front of his name. This one's called Looking For. Mirk, you send yours through Mirk 16, there you go. By the way, I feel like I'm talking a little bit differently because I can't hear myself for the first time. Ooh, that beat is...
I know that time is against me.
The vocals are crisp but thin. Now this is thin.
Like I'm walking on earth for a century. All alone with my thoughts and my envy. All alone.
The track sounds, the idea for the track is nice, but the mix not quite.
Baby, tell me why you cheated for. And I got everything you're looking for. Shawty, tell me what you're looking for.
Yeah, sounds like that a little bit. Definitely, you cut way too much off of the mid-range of the vocal, and on top of that you added a lot of fresh air, I think.
Is you gon' be the one to tug gang? We fucking a week, I got no feeling. They know I don't breathe, that's why she on deep. Know I'm in a deep end. Josh.
This sounds a little bit like BandLab vocal preset. If you're in the chat, let me know.
Who need love, ayy? She hop in the Cooper, make my balls ache. I was all alone in the hallway. Don't trust them bitches, that what mom say.
Elevated vibes, I got you.
The hard way, shawty, tell me what you want, babe. Cause you ain't getting shit from me, you better go, babe. You better go, babe. Shawty, tell me what you looking for. Girl, I got everything you looking for.
It does sound a little bit BandLab, I have to say. Like the idea for the hook, the idea for the structure of the song and the production is nice, but the mix is very it's just not what it's supposed to be. Let's leave it there. The artist is not in the chat, so we can't have a discussion, see what happened. But yeah, if they watch it back, we know. All right, let's move on to Brian. SoundCloud. Man, it's so hot here. My brain, I feel like, is frying. Quite literally, I feel like I'm struggling for words. DJ Quattro, welcome to this side. Wow, this is different. Jazz and soul. It has to be a first. This is the first time we have jazz and soul on the stream. Loving the vibes, man.
Sometimes you let me down, but I still forgive you.
Elevated vibes, yes. Through the white ones.
No, I can't wait. No, I can't wait for the day.
What's up, Mark? Yes, I love the Adams. I've had the 5s and the 8s, not the 7s, but it's in between, so I can tell from my own experience they're good. Yo, I hear this type of music so rarely that it's even hard to like want to judge this. I'm not gonna judge this mixing wise, but I can tell you I love the vibes. I'm gonna talk about the speakers after this track, man. Guys, it says like there is 0 people on TikTok, but I know Elevated Vibes is in there. Is he lying to me again? It's too different, yeah, because you don't hear these anymore. It's rare, but it's proper classical jazz with a soul vocal. It's not the type of music that even I listen to on a daily basis. But I can appreciate the fact that in this era, my man created a track like this and it sounds pretty good. Okay, so regarding the question Mark asked, it was about the speakers. Any other for that price range? To be honest, I know that the HS8s and the TV8s, so Yamaha HS8 and Adam TV8s, are around the same price range. I'm using the Yamaha HS8s, as you can see, and I've used the TV8s and the Adam 5s in another studio for a while. if I have to, like, if I would go back now and I didn't have these and I wanted to pick between the two, I would probably pick the Adams. They're a little bit edge out for me compared to the Yamahas, but I love these. I've had these for like 5 years now, 4 or 5 years roughly. And thank you for the kind words, man. I appreciate you. TikTok keeps freezing. Oh, that's not good. Are we having frame drops on TikTok? We haven't had any frame drops. What's going on? Anybody else can confirm on TikTok? Is it like something happening? Is it gonna be one of those nights again with TikTok? Hydra, so you want the last email you sent to be played when it's your turn, yeah? Okay, got you. Let me delete the other one then. Mark, you got it, bro. Have a good night, man. Okay, let's move on to the next track by DJ Quattro. This one is a WeTransfer link, so give me a sec.
Did you ever think we had a chance?
It's the remix.
When we looked at our circumstance, we weren't lovers, more like friends. Did you really think that this would last? Told me I'm your one and only. You hold me
Patterns, I got you, bro.
Nobody's watching. I can't breathe when you're not around me. Tell me why are we not together? Up all night, I can feel my body shaking. It's not right. Told me I'm the one and only. Ain't that right? Falling for your stupid lies one more time. I'm about to lose my mind. Oh my, I can feel my body shaking. It's not right. Told me I'm the one and only.
This one's hard.
Right. Falling for your stupid lies one more time. I'm about to lose my mind. Did you ever wish me the best? When you're
Really good low end, bro.
hands on your chest, you're not forgiven. Yeah, more like forgotten.
Tight low end.
Bring her own repercussions. Told me I'm your one and only. You hold me like nobody's watching. I can't breathe when you're not around me. Tell me why are we not together? Up all night, I can feel my body shaking. It's not right.
You're gonna give us a different drop? I want an instrumental drop for this one. Hydra, I know what you mean. She wasn't very responsive. Ah, now we're talking. Quattro, you've done nice job on this one, man. Even though, like, this is one of those that you kept true to the vocal. The remix is not super different, taken away from the vocal. This one was pretty much the same structure of the song, the original song, and you put your own stuff behind it. And it sounded good mixing wise. No problems there. The low end was solid. The sound selection was cool. So I have to say, overall, sounding like done. It sounded done, but I'm not sure what you're gonna do with it because she's not gonna respond. She hasn't responded to Hydra or Fist, so I'm not sure. But for practice, that will do. Let's move on to Emma's track. Just fix up the cue a little. Guys, if you're just joining on TikTok, a lot of the guys have moved to YouTube side. Doesn't mean that you should. Just saying that, and that's why it's kind of a bit quiet over there. And it's also Saturday night. So feel free to hang out on that side or this side. Let's hear Emma's track. How long is the queue? You can see it on the screen, bro. Bottom right. We're right now. We're listening to number 9. Did you do everything yourself, Emma? Especially the vocal mix, and let me know what you work on, DAW wise, so I can kind of help you a bit better personalize for your environment. If you get lost, I won't mislead you. If you get left behind, I will retrieve you. Cause I'm that loyal, yeah, I'm that loyal. Even if you're wretched, I still treat you like you're royal. The vocal mix needs some work. Especially the lead vocal. And also you have a lot of ad-libs, so you added the reverb to the ad-lib, but because there's a lot of them, the reverb needs to be more controlled to not get in the way. Oh, you're recording somebody else's closet studio booth. And did that person do the mix for you? When you feel the world is against you, when you need to ease your mind, your mental, you can call me, I won't resent you. If you need help paying your rent, a little something. I feel like I'm not like a flow expert or lyricist, but I can tell as an audience, as someone listening to your music, you will need some switches in your cadence or flow, whatever you want to call it. If you keep it this way, and because the beat's not changing much, I feel like it does get a little bit boring after a while. Even if you're telling a story, something needs to happen to define sections, from your verse to your hook to your pre-hook. That and the fact that the mix needs to be a little bit more to the point. But it depends who's done it. If you haven't done it, then me giving you mixing feedback doesn't really cut it for you. Emma's first time in the stream tonight, and this was the first track I've ever heard from Emma. So we'll see if she's got different stuff. But for this one, I think what I said should be enough for the feedback. Unless you want me to go super technical, which is rarely what you want. No one likes that. Yo, Sigma, I see you in the emails, not in the chat. How are you, bro? I'm gonna update the queue. I just got something from Top Promoter, but I'm not sure if it's his track or he's promoting for someone. What kind of music do you review? No discrimination of any genres. We listen to, basically, when I say we, it's me and the guys. We listen to the track together in whatever genre it is, if it's done or not, if it's a beat. If there is a feedback I can give you or the chat can give you, we're going to do that. If not, and the track sounds super nice, then we're just going to enjoy it together and have fun. But yeah, you can send whatever it is that you do. Okay, I was updating the queue. Bro, you recently write the subject of your email Sigma. Do you want me to write Sigma or are you still Rod? Your name changes like every 3 days, my man. I need to keep on top of your name. Only classical music? That would be nice though. I wish we could do it live like that. RozoBeatz. Up next. It's called The Purge? No, just Purge. Drill.
11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Clinton County Emergency Management advises that a 911 outage is occurring throughout the county for landline customers.
Typical Rozo fashion. Dark ass intro.
911 telephone outage emergency declared. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Clinton County Emergency Management. Emergency declared.
Spider is DJing at the wedding tonight, and he's gonna be live after me. A little while after me, Spider's gonna be DJing live at the wedding, and it looked super cool. So check it out. Yo, this has to be the first star of the stream. This sounds nasty, bro, as always. Fire! At percussion work, bro. Unique. TikTok is literally dead tonight. No one. Super weird one, but it does happen. Rozo's drum selection, I absolutely love every time. Yeah, it is Rozo, and just the way he chooses his samples and percussion especially, always on point.
Bruh.
Yeah, this is definitely the first star of the stream for me. Does Spider wear mask on wedding? Bro, I spoke to him like an hour ago. I asked him, are you gonna be wearing the mask for the stream? And he was like, they asked me the same question, the wedding people, whoever hired him. They asked him the same question, and he said, I can if you want me to. But I don't think he's gonna wear it. At the same time, I feel like he's gonna also go live just from the audience perspective. Like, not actually, from his perspective towards the audience. So you're not gonna see his face. I doubt it he's gonna come and reveal his face in the wedding live. Saturation on point, everything on point, man. Rozo's stuff always bang. Uncanny. Holy shit, I need to update the queue. Cinematic Cowley. Just Cinematic, I imagine, for your artist name. Which side are you on, bro? Are you on TikTok or on YouTube? Jesse, I see you popping by on TikTok. Trill Kenny, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you. Shit, actually, I answered your question, my man. I didn't see your name. My bad.
You gotta pick a side.
Welcome, Jesse.
Suit and tie, which way you die. I got all my money out the mud, I'm feeling super fly. Niggas hate on me, see me in person, they won't never try. If a nigga play with me, that's a day a nigga die. Closest thing to Jesus Christ, walking water, you see the light. I'm having motion, when I step outside, it ain't nothing like you and your feelings, man, cause she ain't texting, acting like a bitch.
Hydra, send it over, man.
Tryna knuckle up, boy, you gon' fight a switch. I'm in the streets, you niggas in the street, it's a big difference. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. I'm in the streets, you niggas.
Wait, Let me turn this up a little bit.
Big difference. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. I was on the block with 2 9s.
I'm liking the mix on this one and the vibes.
Made the trap jump. We ain't play with opposition trying to link up. Diamonds hit up. This shit look like water. This shit get easy. Hitting from
the vocal sounding good. Stop sounding full.
You niggas industry. It's a big difference. That's a big difference. That's a big difference.
How you feeling, Jesse?
You niggas industry. It's a big difference. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. Masked up, got my gloves on.
Yeah.
Way before Corona. Walked
I agreed, Fist.
I'm like, fuck a owner, fuck a deal, fuck a cosign.
I love the vibe of the beat though. The beat sounds great.
I went and made my own buzz. Niggas hate on me, niggas switch sides. That's why I don't fuck with niggas. Niggas hate on me, niggas switch sides. I bought a couple hitters. Pole 1 line, pole 2 lines. Then I pole 4 lines. They move when I say hit. I can clear the room with a stick. I'm in the streets, you niggas in the street. It's a
Bro,
big
who?
difference. That's a big difference.
This is the artist in the chat.
In the streets, you
Trill
niggas
Kenny,
in
are you in the chat?
Big difference. That's a big difference.
Cinematic, I only do 2 per stream per person. So pick your 2 please, and then we can listen to some more of your stuff on the next stream.
You niggas industry. It's a big difference. That's a big difference. That's a big difference.
Getting better every day, Jesse. I understand, man. I hope that, as you say, taking steps every day and becoming better and better, you feel better every day. Thinking of you. I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. I'm good. Just super hot, sweating from absolutely everywhere. I don't think Trill Kenny is in the chat, but that was a really cool track, and no critiques. Just enjoyed it. Where am I from? I'm based in the UK, but originally from Iran, bro. Okay, let's move on to the next one. OMY Productions. I feel like my accent tonight is horrific. I can feel it. And one of the reasons is because I can't hear myself. I used to, if you're new to the live, I had headphones on and I could hear myself. But now I can't for the first time in a while. And it's a little bit different. OMY. We transfer, give me a sec. Oh shit, this one's gonna be loud. I need to download it. Guys, if you send me MP3s, please just drag it into the email. Simple as that. I'm not like we transfer for MP3. It means that I have to download it. And right now, VTransfer is just playing games with me. We're nearly ready. So this happens. Let me see if I can play your second one while that one decides to load.
Oh my.
Which tattoo, bro? I have a few. This one, this one, this one. I have a ghost cameraman, yeah. My man's after me.
People come and go, seen it all before. That's just life out here on the road. The nights, the bright lights, the whole big show. But as crowded as it is, I still feel alone. It's when I caught a sin, there's something that I know. Something familiar, somewhere I need to go. A divine like aroma that only you can know. There's love in the air, like mama's on the stove. Got something cooking up. You're like,
this one's super loud, so I'm gonna speak less.
Something that I need, I can feel it in my bone. Like
I'm gonna answer the questions after.
My flow, like go to a team, you're my reoccurring dream. Playing in my head like my favorite movie scene. If I follow my nose, but you lead me back home. Cause girl, you smell like home to me.
Super different.
Girl, you feel like home to me. Place where I belong, where I long to be. You are my comfort zone. Girl, you smell like home to me. Girl, you feel like home to me.
No, it's loud because I can't control the volume because of WeTransfer.
Where I long to be. You are my comfort zone. bring comfort to my head like pillows in my bed. It's home sweet home right between your legs. Joking and laughing, we flowing so lovely. Girl, I wish I could spend more time, it's killing me. But when I'm bad, we don't ever miss a step. Vibe so real, what I'm here is like I never left. Might sound cliche, but I gotta say you're the best. So
It's a
hard to
different
sleep with,
vibe
that
to
you
what
don't
I'm
ever
used
rest.
to.
Home is where the heart is.
But
What you
nevertheless,
always been best friend, wifey, maybe future baby mother. When I'm on a long
it's
trip,
nicely
looking at things
done.
I wonder
We're
about
not
when I'm
used to
with
songs
you.
without drums
Some other
as
baby
much
girl, like
anymore.
vacations in the summer, eyes on a prize.
You just feel
Girl, you're
naked
such a
to
come
me.
up.
I want the
You don't need
drums
be
to
done,
come.
I just need you to be there when I roll and pull up. Cozy in the house on the couch with our feet up. When I'm away, baby, this is what I think of. Can't wait to get back to you, my love. Can't wait to get back to you, my love. My happy place where you feel safe. In my arms for that warm embrace. Read the vibes written on my face. Babe, babe. Girl, you smell like
OMY, did you do everything yourself? Is that your voice, or is the production that's yours?
place where I belong, where I long to be. You my comfort zone. Girl, you smell like home to me. Girl, you feel like home to me.
It's all you.
Place where I belong, where I long to be. You my comfort zone.
I think the only drum material I'm hearing is that really distant, like a percussion hit as a snare. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure, like, if it was me, I would bring some sort of a drum, especially some kick, to raise the energy in the second chorus or the last 30 seconds or so at least. But it's a personal decision. If you like the vibe this way and it connects you to your audience and to the vibe that you want to get across this way without drums, that's fair enough. Vocal-wise, it didn't sound thin or muddy. It sounded pretty good. Your reverb is, I think, the part that could become better and like make the whole thing better. If you control your reverb a little bit, so it's not muddy, the reverb itself, then it's gonna cut through a bit better and be less washy with all the reverbs that's on the piano and on the bells. That's the part where I would focus on if you still haven't finished this one. Okay, so I said I'm gonna answer a couple of questions from the YouTube chat after this. First one was, the tattoo on your neck, does it mean something to you? It's not like a meaning spiritually type meaning, but of like since I started making music about 10 years ago, there was one instrument that I absolutely loved, and that was the cello. So when I saw this one, I didn't see it actually. I had the idea for it, and she designed it for me. My tattoo artist, who's close to me, designed it and altered it a little bit into this cello neck tattoo with the note obviously being the bass clef and the treble clef together. The second question was, okay, so you're from Philadelphia, USA. Glad to have you here, man. I think it's the first time. I haven't seen you here before. Thank you. The setups I gathered in like the past decade, bit by bit, but I've been doing the reviews probably around 6-7 months now, roughly 6 months. Music itself 10 years, but recently started to stream. Welcome to the fam though, man. Glad to have you all here on a Saturday night hanging out. Let's move on to the next track, Hydra's second track. You said you think that this one has the same bass problem? Okay, let's see actually. Promising start though. It's a bit fuller than the last one, but yeah, you're right. This sort of bass shots require a bigger kick. Like either your bass is a little bit thin and choppy and your kick is doing some of the heavy lifting, or it's the other way around. I feel like this type of bass is what Tiesto used for some of his track recently, and it works, just needs a better kick around it. Is it not off key? You can hear Amarildo, you can see Amarildo in the chat saying it's off key, and I would trust Amarildo's ears with that. It is a little bit, yeah, some notes are off key, not all of them. Yo, Jesse, I appreciate you, bro. I'm every day in the gym, literally every day. When I started this shit, I was like 70 kg, now I'm nearly 80. The idea is nice though. It's coming after this, bro. OMY, as you can see in the queue, it was 12U, then Hydra, then your second track. It's still loading, by the way. I'm gonna reset that. It didn't load, so I'm gonna do it again. Hydra, I think the idea for the drop is there. It can definitely be a lot better, and you know it too. Just open the project again, reconsider the sample selection. Wait, I wanted to actually do this, so I prepared this for when people select poor samples. Look.
You chose poorly.
Ah, shit. I love that one, man. I extracted it myself. I did everything myself just for that guy to come and say this.
You chose poorly.
Love it. Okay, let's go back to that first track by OMY Productions. Let's see if we transfer. Let me download the file. Okay, I'm downloading it now. You chose wisely. The original thing is from Indiana Jones, but it wasn't How I Met Your Mother as a joke. This is the How I Met Your Mother version. This is the first track by OMY, yes.
Manipulating to get by, using pussy to survive.
Smooth vocals, bro.
Heartbreaks left scars deep inside, and you can see the pain fall from her eyes. This ain't love, but it's all she knows.
Loving this one.
It's all she knows.
She never learned how to love, just taught herself how to fuck. No father figure, just a lot of different niggas growing up. Mother was an alcoholic, always seemed fucked up. Saw how her mama would sling that thing to make some bucks. So she followed those footsteps, became a young slut, making money now. Shorty thinks she all grown up, till she ran into the psycho and got beat up. That's when she hooked up with this pimp OG, who fed her lies and dreams so he can use her to make some cream. Belly over 18.
Yo, the rap vocals going up and down a little bit. I feel like you need to level it out before you send it through the compressor and the chain. But apart from that, for now, everything's sounding great. Make sure the vocal balances out.
She's been led astray her whole life, in and out with every guy, manipulated to get by, using pussy to survive. No, slow it right. So many heartbreaks left scars deep inside.
Love the vibe of this one, man. Seriously. Both the rap part and the singing chorus. Fist, I haven't tried it yet. I've seen some videos, haven't tried it. But the fact that you can EQ the stems without having the stems, love that shit. Especially if you mix for people who send 2-track beats and their vocals, just a godsend. Bro, even the intro, even the outro is hot. Love it. This, like, The only problem I had with it really was the fact that the rap vocal was a little bit off balance in terms of the gain. I feel like it didn't gain match it properly before sending it to the compression, and you also didn't compress it that much to level it out. But apart from that, I think it deserves a star. This one, it sounded great. Shanto Khan, are you in the chat? Drop me a message if you're in the chat, Shanto. And wait, it says elevated vibes in the email. Did I wrote the cue wrong? Elevated vibes, I'm gonna play yours after this because I don't want to mess the cue up, but that's my bad. Pleasure, bro. You started this track, not finished? Okay, let's see.
Hold up.
Good idea. Not too sure about that kick. Yeah, that kick is probably much better now, right? You experimented with the kick being on the side. That didn't quite work, but now that the kick is in mono, sounding good.
Hold up.
Oh wait, maybe this is where you should start the track with. I would start the track here, bro. Yeah, the mix is not 100% Merc. But because Shanto said it's only started the track, like it's the beginning, I understand that. Okay, I personally think the vocal chops could work, just not as busy. I would make it a bit less eye-catching, ear-catching. But that vocal sample, without it being chopped, that would be a perfect intro. Especially if you pitch it down and then bring the drums in and the main beat in after that vocal. That's what I would actually try. It may not work, but you know, it's worth a try. Loved it, man. Sounded pretty good. Don't do that with your kick. Not with that one, at least. That kick, when it was on the sides, just didn't sound right. It was leaning 100% towards left. And that's not what you want with an element that's as loud as the kick. Okay, Merc, I need to play Elevated Vibes because his was in the queue, but I forgot to write it. So after that, we're going to go back to the original cue.
Chill, yeah. The dawn. Ha, he get, nigga. He get dumb, nigga. I say I took a trip out of town. Nigga had to level up. Still follow my.
Wait, is that you rapping?
He ain't learning enough. Took a chance up on a play. I swear I had to scale up. Always be first, young nigga. Never be no runner up. Hit his ass.
Yeah, the auto-tune doesn't sound right. Settings wise.
Go ahead and get it up. Nigga, how high can you get? Nigga, high's duck. Stop fucking playing, nigga. We go ahead and hit him up. Burn him up. Light us to the sky.
You're at the end, so this is not you?
Ay, we gon' fucking flame, get them dangerous. Ay, all my niggas aiming and we dangerous. Ay, young niggas stay where your statements. Got that stainless steel right in that tucked on.
The beat sounding.
Nigga stop playing, you get stepped on.
Almost there.
When I go on, coming back and forth.
I feel like you need to make a decision about the level of the melody and level of the vocals, because the melody is a bit dominant. Yeah, bring down the melody a bit more. Bring up the vocals to the snare level. Your low end is a little bit loose, but it's not bad. if you can't control the release of the 808, don't let it be so long like that. Close off the release on the 808 a little bit. Jesse, respect, my man. I appreciate you so much. Merc, I got your second one too, bro. Is that you then? Elevated vibes? Yeah, guys, that autotune is not helping. It's just making it worse a little bit. Just a freestyle. Also, what you could try, just to create some variation in the beat, at least pitch down the melody once in a while. The least you can do. Even take off the melody, but once in a while. Let just be the drums and the bass. Maybe that strings pad in the background, but it needs some variation in the beats. Even the very simple ones like the pitch down or the half time, or as I said, just taking it out. Just to create some variety. Autotune is very hit and miss. Autotune is one of those tools like Melodyne and in general any tuning tool that if you know it well and you manage to get the best potential thing it can give you out of it, then it's a good tool. But if you just throw it on expecting magic, that's a hit and miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, it's one of those tools that takes time and you need to get experience with it. I'm not at all great with autotune because most of the stuff that I mixed, for whatever reason, it didn't need the heavy ass autotune settings for me to go in and like experiment. But because I've done some light female pop vocals, I do autotune a little bit, but mostly I go in with Melodyne and fix that in the source so we can get a more natural sound. Exactly. That's 100% true, Rod. You need to know what you use. And to be honest, it's the same for these guys. You can now see my black speakers, right? The 5s. When I got these, probably 8 years ago, I had zero clue about the whole music in general. I was just starting out with everything. I had zero knowledge about mixing, just didn't care. But right now, I know what I'm getting from them. After 8 years, I've heard so many good pieces of music in there, and I mixed in there, so I know now what to expect from my 8-year-old speakers. And the same with my other gear in here. It's all about you knowing what that gear is capable of and what it's telling you. Even if it's lying to you, but you know it's lying, that's still kind of fine. Okay, let's move on. It's Merc's turn. Let's go. This is called Last Melody.
Can you save my life, save my soul, let me be? Sing it louder, this is my last melody.
Oh, love your voice, bro.
I don't know what is real, and you'll never know what it takes, what it is. Can you save me in the morning when the pain I feel inside? It's so hard you didn't notice that.
Sounding great so far.
But you know I have a mission. I don't wanna see you cry. Baby, leave your inhibitions. Baby, open up your eyes. Say hey yo, say hey yo. I don't wanna leave this place. I'm by your side. Singing hey yo, singing hey yo. I'm just killing all demons of my mind. Can you save my life, save my soul, let me be? Sing it louder, this is my last melody. Living in my dreams, I don't know what is real, and you'll never know what it takes, what it is. Can you save my life, save my soul, let me be? Sing it louder, this is my
sounding great, bro. I think you would have done a better job producing this vocal. I prefer your style to what they've done, production-wise.
Manifesting our vision every day. every night, but you know I have a mission. I don't wanna see you cry. Baby, leave your inhibitions. Baby, open up your eyes. Then, hey, yo, say, hey, yo, I don't wanna leave this place. I'm by your side. Singing, hey, yo, singing, hey, yo. I'm just killing all demons of my mind. Can you save my life, save my soul, let me be. Sing it louder, this is my last melody. Living in my dreams, I don't know what is real. And you'll never know what it takes, what it is. Can you save my life, save my soul, let me be. Sing it louder, this is my
I 100% agree with both of you, Rod and Mirk.
I don't know what is real.
It's not the greatest mix, especially in the drop. And that's what I mean by you would have done a better job production-wise and also mixing-wise, because I've heard your stuff. You know what you're doing with your own vocal better than anyone. And I'm not sure what's the situation with the collaboration, but if you can have a say in the mix, tell him and take some responsibility maybe for some parts of it. The drop needs a powerful lead. It could have one. Definitely could. And there wasn't like much of a difference between the first and the second drop. So why not? Why not just bring a lead with the same melody on the vocal in the second drop just to add some variation? Elevated vibes. Let's go for your second one. A power Zorna.
Said too many times and they say God forgiven. I'm outside, nigga, tell me why my whole stripping. Closet in the sky, tell me why my clothes fitting.
Great beat so far.
Baby, I'm always gripping. Put me in the boot, yeah, I got my sentiment. Dollar bills, blue, baby, and it's sweat giving. On the truth, nigga, baby, all I do
Yo,
is yeah, that
way
whole
too much
shit, baby,
reverb on the
she
lead
fuck
vocal.
with me. Stuck in the middle, know the consequences.
Making the beat feel small, the vocal feel in a hall.
Finish up my sentence, said too many times, and they say you feel it. I am outside, tell me what my
The idea is nice. I love the idea for the beat, and the flow on the vocal doesn't sound bad either. But the mix is poor.
And then it ride, baby, I'm always gripping. Like to get high, need that shit just to lift me. Even my yeah, I'm trying not to beat this.
I remember I was broke and nigga ain't had shit. Trying to get a bad nigga.
This has potential, that's what I'm gonna say.
Silence in the mall, nigga.
You need to go back to the mix for sure.
Fucking with the time, nigga, gotta stay lit. She thinks she lied cause she just got a new crib. Badass kids with roaches in her damn fridge. Couple bills is higher than a high end.
The vocals, they're doing their own thing now. Ignoring the beats, the rhythm, the vibe.
Old habits die young and no one's starting to get
It's not even on time, bro.
Bitches want money, old hoes want drugs. Heard it was a problem, yeah, nigga, we want all smoke. Catch him at the light, lesson, yeah, niggas on go. I'ma go ahead and let it rip.
I think it's a freestyle.
Yeah, I'm outside, tell me why my whole stripping. Closet in the sky, tell me why my clothes fitting. Since I was nigga, all I do was mission. And then it ride, baby, I'm always gripping. Yeah, I'm outside, tell me why my whole stripping. Closet in the sky, tell me why my clothes fitting. Since I was nigga, all I do was mission. And then it ride, baby, I'm always gripping.
For whatever reason, the beat just doesn't sound the way it should be up front. It has huge drums and bass, but you manage to kind of make them disappear in the mix. It's super low, and because of the reverb on the vocal and then being so loud, just the atmosphere doesn't feel like the vocal belongs to this beat. That's the main problem. And then obviously the lyrics and the flow, whatever you want to do with that, the timing of the vocal, that's the fundamentals. It has potential, just go improve on it. I'm sure it's just an idea and not a finished track. Let's move on to Pattern X. How much to skip? I think I changed it back to 5 on the link, bro. Go check. You can see I'm not writing on the screen anymore.
Queen.
I think it's 5, bro. What is happening? I can see something happening in the waveform soon.
She sent a picture my phone right now spread. I do this shit for my sons and my savages. I used to sip, I was too young for activists. Look at my hands in the card and calluses. Just establishes, gotta define it. Stars in your hands and they turn into diamonds. Clutching on them, I'm playing, I'm lying.
Is it like super experimental on purpose? Because apart from that, I don't see why the vocal would sound like this.
Sidestep, I'm in crisis. I called her out and she liked it. I'm trying. I'm so ethereal, I'm so silent. Fresh material.
Like you took every last little bit of mid-range off of the vocal, bro. There is not a single frequency in the mid-range. This sounds like what you would, if you take some mushrooms, this could work as psychedelic in headphones. Yeah, he's super experimental. Sorry, I interrupted the vocal. Merrick, I got you, bro. I'm gonna play yours in a sec. SoundCloud does this. Yeah, I'm gonna take this autoplay shit off. Don't do that to me. Pattern X, if you're in the chat, drop me a message first of all. And after that, you need to give us some more info. If there was a purpose behind what you've done. Other than that, I was lost a little bit. Let me find this Merc track. There it is. We're gonna do Merc's skip and then move on to the original cue. Everyone Cries, this one's called.
Everybody cries just a little. Sometimes there's a riddle. When will those days go by? Everybody cries in the middle of the night. There's a little. I need you by my side. 'Cause I can't move on. I don't wanna be alone. Can't make it on my own. Everybody cries just a little. Sometimes there's a riddle. I need you by my side.
Oh, wait a second. Again. Oh, I love the bounce, bro. How far are you with this one? Is it like nearly finished mixing wise, or are you still working on it? It says master actually. Bringing the melody in now.
Just a little. Sometimes there's a riddle. When will those days go by? Everybody cries in the middle of the night. There's a little. I need you by my side. 'Cause I can't move on. I don't wanna be alone. Can't make it on my own. Everybody cries just a little.
Love the melody.
Sometimes there's a riddle. I need you by my side.
The drop's hot, bro. Yeah, this is gonna get the star from me. This has potential to win tonight's stream. I think you can still do better on the low end, bro. It sounds super close to be done. A little bit more work on the low end. You're gonna be done. Just a tiny little bit of work, cause it's worth it. You know, the idea for the track is super cool, and it's not at all like wrong what you have right now. But I know you can do it a little bit tighter. I've heard you do it, and you can do it again. You had -2 dB in your master low end. You mean EQ wise? Did you like cut 2 dB of low end on your master EQ? Why though? Like, was it overwhelming? Because I feel like if you have to kind of cut 2 dB, especially if it was like a shelf EQ 2 dB, if you have to do that, you might as well take care of it before that. I know you're the person in the project and you can see and hear what's going on. Obviously, I'm just talking from what I'm hearing and the waveform. It looks like you have some space to push, but you need to control your bass a little bit, your drums and bass a little bit beforehand, so you have some more headroom to push without it becoming smashed. Okay, so try this one if you haven't. On your buses, limit on your buses. So limit your drums and bass separately and limit your vocals separately. So they get limited with their own dynamics and with their own, what's it called? Attack and release settings on your limiter. And then if you want to have one final limiter for some peaks, that's fine. Just do it on your master. Try it. See what happens. Okay, that was Merc with the skip. We can go back now to Faded Scars, number 19 in the queue. Skrillex Master, that's the right way, bro. I'm sure a lot of other engineers do the same. It's the right way of controlling the dynamics. Wait, we heard this one. Did we?
Shawty, tell me what you looking for. Girl, I got everything you looking for. And baby, tell me why you.
We heard this one, yeah? I think we have.
I got everything you looking for. I got everything you looking for.
Yeah, it's the one that we talked about, the vocals being band lap and a little bit bright and thin. I'm not sure why it came twice. Rod, let's go, bro. Simple beat. Let's hear your simple beat. Not what any of you expected. Yo, that vocal that you manipulated that way, that shit sounds out of tune. Yeah, definitely that vocal is out of tune. The rest is fine so far. And also, you may notice that your drums sound super disjointed, so like it doesn't feel like a tightly put together drum pattern. It's a little bit because of the tempo, but it's more because of the way you pan shit and the sample selection. They're not processed together. I don't think you have a drum bus where you could at least compress them a little bit together. You need some sort of a connection, some sort of a glue between your drums to make this a little bit tighter. Sly Immortal, welcome bro, my pleasure and glad to have you in here, man. Jesse's literally alone on TikTok. No one talks but Jesse on TikTok. It's been a surprisingly quiet night tonight on TikTok. Yo, I have a question by the way from you guys. Some of you, most of you have seen that video of me posting about FL Studio script yesterday or a couple days ago where I was shirtless because it was goddamn boiling, literally. First of all, why is like 80% of the comments saying put on a shirt? 99% of the black community who stream or make videos, they're always topless. And no one has a problem with that. Out of like 500 TikTok videos I've made, I think a total of 3 I'm topless. And it was so hot that I was like, I need to close the door of the studio. I have 3 lights, 1 big one, 2 small one, 4 speakers, 2 pairs of studio monitors, 1 subwoofer, and it's hot, bro. It's 2 monitors in front of me as well. What's the deal with that? Like, 80% of the comments put on a shirt. No. Why should I listen to you telling me put on a shirt? I don't see, like, you're not giving me a reason. You just say put on a shirt as if like you're my dad. Stand up, put on a shirt. Pack that shit, bro. Okay. Let's move on to the second raw track. Yo, Luxy, what's up, man? Welcome. Jesse, you're right. The higher the number of the video views go, the more bullshit you hear. But that's the price you gotta pay for getting seen. Like, even on a small level like mine, I'm not getting seen by millions. I'm getting seen by a few dozen Ks, like 100K, 200K. It is what it is. Exactly, Sly Immortal. I was just hot, man. And I think me being topless on the video was 5 seconds. And 1 minute 30 seconds of content. 5 seconds I was topless on the video. Sigmund, we need to work. You're not doing something right. You're not doing a few things right when it comes to balancing the beats recently. I know you experimented with drill. It's been a while since you've done drill, but I'm trying to pinpoint exactly what went wrong. For one, the melody is way too loud. I'm waiting for your kick. It is off key. You're right. I'm like, I keep listening, see what's happening. The melody and the 808 are off key. Yeah, man. This one needs a lot of work. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this because we found the problem. Like, before we even think about the mix, you need to put that bass in key, the 808 in key. But then definitely reconsider your sample selection for the kick. Oh, I forgot to do that again.
You chose poorly.
Everybody okay? Both sides? We're almost towards the end. I have like 4 tracks left in the queue. If by the end nothing comes, we can wrap up a bit earlier, but if we have more submissions, then we stay till midnight as usual. Cinematic, let's go. For the first time, let me hear what you're up to. Rolf, what's up, man? Beautiful start. Cool tag.
Are we building legends over here?
Who am I? I'm the one that they asking for all the time. I'm the one that they always ask to spit a rhyme. The only one that really
Sly Immortal, thanks for popping by, man. Pleasure. And have a good time.
Who I am is none of your business. You're turning your back like this is finished. It's the beginning and now that we winning, now they wanna act like I'm never here.
Okay, you know the mixes are not 100%, that's fair. As long as you know what's happening.
Who I am right now don't compare to who I'm gonna be.
Been through the struggle, I've been through the pain. Broken umbrella, been stuck
this
in the rain.
vocal needs
I've
to
been
be
the savior
changed.
that nobody needed, that super conceited and come with a bang. Scooby the greatest and everyone's
Bro,
saying
this
it.
vocal is beyond help.
And it's praying and you better duck and get hit with a straight bullet. Girl, if you touch it, you better not play with it. I'm from the city.
The email's on the screen, bro, or in the description.
Okay with it. I'm in my 30s and I keep a 30.
My email is here.
You know that I represent. Yeah. Got my city on my back. Every time they hear my latest hits, they turn and ask me this.
Who am I? I'm the one that they asking for all the time. I'm the one.
Nice idea for the hook, but that vocal in the verse, that needs to go. Do it again.
The one that they loving until he's in his prime. Who I am is none of your business. You're turning your back like this is finished. It's the beginning and now that we winning, now they wanna act like I'm never here. I'm the boss and I'm your everyone and need.
Yeah, the hook, the vocal is simply too loud, but I'm worried about the verse.
I'm the one that they all used to call Mr. Cow. The one that would care and would always be there and always play fair that they all doubt. The one that wasn't ever funny enough, or the one that wasn't ever hungry enough. He was always too nice and he paid the price until I finally came around and found. Now I'm cinematic, it's due to the fact that you all were attacking.
Oh, you told me to play another one. Oh shit, that's my bad. If you said it, I didn't see it. Okay, let me actually play the other one and then we can play your second one after.
Okay, now here's what I want everyone to do. When the DJ drop this shit right here, I need every single one of you to break their fucking neck. Break your fucking neck too. Break
Better.
your fucking neck too. Break your fucking neck too. Break your fucking neck to this. Break your fucking neck to this. Break your fucking neck to this. Break your fucking neck to this.
Expect me to really
now whiplash, this track gon' be known to hit back. In fact, hit back before your ass gets bitch slapped. Popping off and stopping all when you fuck with Big Brad. Quick snap.
I prefer this one overall.
Cannon with the spring latch, followed by this big left. They hiding from these diss tracks. This game is just a big clash. They know I'm feeling it.
This one's also not 100% mixing wise.
Screaming out my fucking name cause they just want their king. Ball, I am the one that got it rolling and it's growing fast. And all the lanes I'm holding open so you can bet I'm blowing past. Exploding you to smithereens, breaking next to hear the screams.
Do you also make the beats, by the way, bro? Or is it just the vocals?
See you jump, synchronizing with the bass. Wanna see this place erupt until you're purple in the face. Now let's just keep it going, going. The crowd it just keeps growing, growing. Why you act like you don't know? We banging heads so necks are broken.
break your fucking neck too. Break your fucking neck too. Break your fucking neck too. Break your fucking neck to this. Break your fucking neck to this. Break
You need to do vocally, you need to make your vocal sound a little bit more gritty and bigger, and not just volume. Saturation wise, it needs more, because the beat is super nasty and the vocals being like this, they feel small. Oh, so you bought this one. Gotcha.
Let's go to Mars. Me and my team, we shooting stars. GPS, they space bound, floating around in space now. Take you on a journey with these words I'm in your brain now. Best to do it, come join the movement. L-time, baby, it's time to prove it. Murder ride, gon' come and scoop it.
It's supposed to have a raw sound. That's fair enough. No, of course. If you want it some way, I understand. I obviously just share what I think would improve it. But yeah, a final decision is always up to you guys. By the way, if the beat is like a 2-track, a WAV file or MP3, and you haven't tried the technique of sidechaining the mid-range of your vocal using a dynamic EQ to the beat for a little bit more control, try it. Because of the heavy amount of mid-range in the beat, if you do a little bit of a dynamic EQ sidechain on the vocal, just for it to get a little bit of a more priority over the mid-range, and you can actually use a mid-side EQ for that. Wait, was that on the beat? Who was that? But yeah, try that thing if you haven't. If you don't know how to do it, let me know, and I will explain a little bit more. But yeah, pretty cool idea. I think we have another one from you anyways coming up, because the first one wasn't supposed to be played. Oh, that was the tag. It came right at the end.
Are we building legends over here?
Oh, there you go. There it is again.
That's so cinematic.
Shout out to all the fucking fuckers.
This one sounding a lot cooler to my ears.
Y'all already know who the fuck this is.
Now anybody wanna come and get it with the one and only boss? I am known as cinematic all around these parts. I will be your tour guide, you looking like a puddle dried. I'ma sting you like a bee, a flow like a butterfly. Hear them say, oh what a guy, looking like you wanna die. I'm coming quick with the heat, you sweating like.
Did you make this one, or this is also bought one?
No teeth, broken jaw, is gonna need another ride. Come on everybody, let me see them hands in the air. Put the middle fingers up and show them that you don't care. I don't weather the storm, I go and be that motherfucker. Got the hurricane game, I wanna be the up and comer. I see you looking so confused, beating you is overdue. I go abuse the vocal booth, keep saying that you don't approve. You caught me in a broken mood and I am who they won't pursue. Gonna leave you cold and nude, it's almost time to meet you new. How many times do I have to tell you? How many times must I ask the question? Which one of you would really even want a cinematic? Isn't playing games, better listen to the lesson. This is not a fantasy, I'm gonna leave you panicking. None of you can handle me, my team's always there.
I feel like both tracks is the vocal mix, as you said, it's not done, and that's the part that needs more work. The beats sound pretty good, man, especially this one. I love this one. The idea for the beat is nice, the mix is nice.
Everything that they come across is building legends. INC, undefeated in the underground, and we are running this whole damn thing. Everything that they see in nowadays probably came out of building legends. I told you that we running this whole damn thing, and if you got a problem, then you better get the step. If you other rappers really wanna try to take a shot at me, promise me you're hot at least and kinda gotta follow it. They're gonna hear you hollering, and there is just.
It sounds like you have 2 layers of lead vocal in the middle, and then you have 1 layer pitch down on the sides. That pitch down is fine. If it's 2 in the middle, you don't want like. The double doesn't sound 100% tight, so it kind of sounds phasey. It's not phasey, but it sounds like it. And that takes away a little bit from the thickness of the vocal. Yo man, thanks for the follow, bro.
Well, here is what I am gonna do. I'ma cock back, squeeze this, fuck that, eat this until the 12-gauge shells are exploding. How many times do I have to tell you? How many times must I ask the real question. Which one of you would really even want a cinematic? Isn't playing games, better listen to the lesson. This is not a fantasy, I'm gonna leave you panicking. None of you can handle me, my team's always damaging. We'll crumble you to smithereens to fit you in the packaging. Back to where it all began, this is how I'm managing. Everything that they come across is building legends. INC, undefeated in the underground, and we are running this whole damn thing. Everything that
Yeah, 100%. When it becomes tight, it's gonna be thicker rather than kind of taking away from it. Right now, because it's not tight, it's taking away. But definitely, bro, bring it back when you're done. In the next streams, bring them back when you finished working on them, and we can have a listen to the final version.
Building legends. Building legends. INC.
So what genre would you say, what subgenre would you say this style goes under? You said Anthem, Amarildo said Rage, Trap Rage, which I don't think that's the one. Rage Trap is a little bit different. But yeah, let us know if there is a subgenre name for it, or is it just a fusion of what you enjoy to do. Let's listen to a demo that I cannot pronounce. This name is, let's call him Critique. Yo, Party Face Sounds, what's up, bro? Welcome. I did get your track, and you are in the queue. You can see your name, number 28, down there. Is it just the beats, you think?
This beat has not been paid for.
Really honest, to the point tag. Go pay for the beat, motherfucker. This beat is not paid for. Using this beat illegally will bring absolutely no consequences to you because I can't find you. So please don't be an asshole. Very dark one.
This beat has not been paid for.
He's using it as a vocal pre-drop, literally. Hydra, if you're watching this back and you want to give the feedback to your friend, the percussion work, the idea for the drum pattern, I love. The darkness of the vibe of the beat, I love. The low end, not so much. The 808's just not hitting the way it should for this type of beat. It's a very clean subby 808 and it's loose. So like every time it comes, a whole ton of low end just spills on the floor. Not my way of going about this, but obviously up to you. I have to keep saying that. That I can't sit here for 2 hours and just give thumbs up. I have to obviously share my thoughts. So if you don't like my thoughts, I can't do shit. You can, of course, chat shit in the comment, but I can't do shit. Let's move on to Eddie's. We're approaching towards the end of the live now, and we have 15 minutes left of the regular time. We have 3 tracks, which is perfect, and then we can pick the winner and wrap up for tonight. We usually wrap up with 30 tracks. Tonight we're on 28th, so it's not too bad for a weekend Saturday night. It is, let's go. It's called Inside. Appreciate that, man. Cinematic. Glad that you feel that way. And also it's the first time, as I said a few times, with the speakers, so I need to get used to reviewing on my speakers compared to headphones. Whole different vibe. The idea brilliant, but again, that kick, the kick is just like a just the low end, just the low end. The idea is great. This sort of tracks have such a big audience. People who want to work with music in the back, don't want vocals, they just want a chill bass line, bass web, whatever you call it. Perfect, and it has a lot of audience nowadays. It just needs to be executed correctly. Cinematic, appreciate it, bro. I will see you on the next ones. Join the Discord channel. The link for it is in the description. If you want to get notified for the next ones, that's where I announce what happens next. Discord channel.
I can't escape my thoughts.
Don't sleep on the Discord channel,
Feels
guys.
like getting lost. I can't escape my mind. It's killing me inside.
Beautiful vocals. Love the sound selection for the synth. Everything sounds great apart from the low end, which is sadly what makes or breaks this genre. David Guetta type beats. That's not what you want. What's up, Sour? Welcome, bro. Yeah, if only that low end. It needs that low end of Amarillo, the type of Amarillo mix for the low end, and it would have been perfect. The structure is great, the idea for the melody, everything sounds good, apart from the low end. Exactly, party face, that's what I keep saying. The power is in the low end and the kick usually for this genre. And the kick is the weakest part of the whole track. I feel like he used a top kick, the type of kick that you use to enhance the main kick, and that's why it's kind of weak. It does have a little bit of low end, the kick, but because it doesn't have the body to cut through properly, in the mid-range, it's only cutting through on the very top end and the very low end. There is no mid-range in the drums. Pretty cool idea though, once again. Let's move on to second to last track of tonight's stream, Cole Fraser or Je. I want to think that it becomes a Je when it's a Z and an I together. Anyway, let's go. The beat has some vibe, man.
No direction. She's been led astray a whole life.
Did we listen to this?
In and out with every guy. Manipulating to get by. Using pussy.
Beautiful vocals, man.
So many heartbreaks.
We heard this. We listened to this already. It got a star too. Wait, where is it? I'm pretty sure we listened to this. Yeah, OMY Productions sent this. OMY sent it, and I think He had some parts on this track. Definitely heard this, yeah.
Figure, just a lot of different niggas growing up. Mother was an alcoholic, always seemed fucked up. Saw how her mama would slang that thing to make some bucks. So she followed those footsteps, became a young slut, making money now. Shorty thinks she all grown up, till she ran into the psycho and got beat up. That's when she hooked up with this pimp OG, who fed her lies and dreams.
If you weren't here when I get feedback on this one previously, it was about the rap vocal being unbalanced. You need to, before you send it to the chain, go in and gain match using the gain input knob, whatever you use. If you're on Pro Tools, it's super easy. FL Studio has a trim knob too. Make the vocal, the rap one only. It needs to be more balanced before going into the chain. But I love the chorus, bro. Wait, this is not yours? Yours was called Bonnie and Clyde. Wait a sec, did I play it by mistake or? Shit. Yeah. That was my CPU overload. My brain CPU overload. My bad. Bro, I think you by mistake put the whole thing in mono. That's the first thing. Either by mistake or on purpose. This is in mono. So it's kind of hard to judge. I feel like it's getting choked. The whole thing's getting choked because it's mono. Which also tells me that even if it was in stereo, you would still have some work to do. You did it on purpose? What's the purpose though? Like, is there a new trend? Because sonically, it doesn't help the track. It takes away from the power. Let me know the purpose so maybe I can understand.
I know she laughing when I fall apart. I show me know someone's up from the very start. I don't got time to finger blink, take one off his cart. She know that I'm using, I use this shit to make my art. Some would call it stupid, I just tell them I'ma be a star. And I'm looking out for Cupid, I ain't too good at that part. She think that I'm clueless, but I know just who you are. We was riding in the truck around and feel like we don't give a fuck. We from that place, people never really growing up. If you drive 30 minutes down that hollow, you gon' get stuck. Used to have day and night in the woods, I little cut. Yeah, let's start over. Try this again. Yeah, let's start over.
It's more easy to mix in mono, but to export in mono, that's a whole different thing. That's why I'm asking for the purpose. And also, it's not easier to mix in mono. It's a good practice to monitor in mono and make certain decisions in mono, in my experience. But it's not necessarily easier or harder. Yeah, Amarildo gave your answer. D minor is a key, bro, not a note. The note would be D. You need two semitones down, 200 cents to get from E to D, but not D minor. So basically, if the sample that you're using says it's in E, it means E major. If it says E with a little M, that's E minor. Then if you pitch that 200 cents down, that gives you D minor key. However, if it's E major, you pitch it two semitones down, that gives you D major key. Just be aware, and it will sound different. You had to do it to work around the mic and frequencies. Wait, you're talking about the vocals though. The whole beat is in mono. I feel like somewhere along the line there is some misunderstanding going on about the situation with mono and stereo. That's what I'm trying to understand more, so maybe I can clear it out for you. If you give me more info as to what's your process and why you do certain things a certain way, we can have a discussion and find out if you can fix it and go back to normal. Meanwhile, though, I'm gonna play the last track of the stream by Partyface Sounds. Okay. Still waiting to hear the drop and then... Okay, that was just the intro then. The idea is great, bro. The idea is very simple, but it makes you move. But I have to say, when it comes to sound selection for the drums,
you chose poorly.
Yeah, the kick is not the right kick. If it's gonna be the right kick, it needs some work. Which my advice is that you experiment with some different kick samples before you settling. It has a lot of open rumble that you haven't controlled, and it's messing up your bass. So you need to pick the winner. Harmonically, I like what happens. Yeah, it's mainly in the mix. The idea for the track is nice. The mix, especially again the low end, which is where most of the people who come in the stream struggle with, is the low end. That's the part that needs more work. And before you think about, I'm gonna go fix it, think about, can I choose a better kick sample, a better bass sample, that they work pretty much together already, and then I can go and make them even tighter. This is the old David Guetta track. That's an insult, bro. Amarillo just insulted you directly. We're at the end of the list. Nothing new came in, and we already have 3 minutes too, which is great. I can pick the winner, listen to it, say our goodbyes, and then wrap up. And to be honest, when I look at the 3 stars we had for this stream, we had Rozo, OMY Production, which we just listened to for a second time. And I think that was it. Actually, I did give the Merck track star. No. Was it the second one that I wanted to star by Merck? Yeah. I forgot, but there it is. Beats by Trey. Trey? What's up, man? Welcome. You're here right at the end, but we're just gonna pick the winner of tonight's stream. We listened to 28 tracks, 3 stars, and out of those 3, I was gonna say Rozo 2. Amarillo thinks the same. Honestly, the Rozo track was the most complete and flawless one. That doesn't need any further work. It was just a great beat, great mix, everything pretty much there. Okay, let's play that RozoBeatz one more time. Once again, guys, thank you so much for hanging with me on a Saturday night for 2 hours. I had fun, and even though it was hot,
Rozo, turn me up.
We made it. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you very soon. Respect.
you.